Hey guys, me again. So we're going to go over the clock really quick. You remember this from hanging in our classroom. I added a little bit to it, but we're going to do a quick review. You probably remember this already, but in case you don't, check it out. So whenever we're looking at the clock, we start with our little chubby red hand. And you can see how I've got it set it up right now. He's pretty close to the 8. Right there, he's pointed exactly to the 8. Red hand equals red number. That's what we're looking at. All of this that I've drawn in is kind of his yard. We call it his front yard or backyard or whatever you want to call it. So let's set this clock up exactly like this one. So you can see that we're in 8's yard and the blue hand is pointed to, here's 5, here's 6, here's 7. Okay, so the red hands correspond to the red numbers, and the blue hands correspond to the little tiny blue numbers. Basically, what we do is we just start here on red, kind of like a board game, and red is our hour. It's also the red hand. It correlates with the red numbers, and it correlates with the front yard. I wrote in here, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 8's yard, no trespassing. So once we figure out what the red hand is, then we can move to the blue hand. So like I said, in this case, we're pointed to the 8. We could be anywhere in here and we would still be in 8's yard, so we would still start with 8. And I'll show you on this clock. There's 8 o'clock. We go all the way around, and now you might want to say that it is 9, but it's not quite 9 yet. We're still in 8's yard, and we're going to move just a tiny bit, then we are at straight up 9 o'clock. And we're now, the red hand is pointed right in the middle of that 9. And then it would be 9 o'clock, we would be in the 9 o'clock hour all the way around the rest of the clock, even to there, until we get right to 10 o'clock. So let's go back. And that's where we were. All right, so once you figure out what hour we're in, that's always how you start it, then we can worry about our minute hand. So in this one, minute hand's pretty simple if you can count by 5s, which all of us should be able to count by 5s by now. And if you can't, just give it some practice. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I didn't take all the time to write in all the 1-minute intervals. That would have taken me all day. Anyways, so once we find the blue hand, we can see that it's past the 5-minute marker. So then we're just counting in single units, kind of like a number line, 6, 7. And that's where we're at, 5:07. A lot of students want to tell me that this is what I get. These are some of the things that I get a lot. I'm going to write directly on my clock here. I've been saying 5:07. It's actually 8:07. But here's what I get a lot of times. I either get this, 8:70, or I just get 8:07. I don't know if you can see that. Or what's the other one? 80:07, or 80:07. Okay? So we have to make sure that we're not confusing money, that we're not confusing other things. This would be 8:07 because we're in 8's yard, and then once we count to the 5 here, we use like a number line between the 5 and the 10, 5, 6, 7. All right, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit, and I hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.